Hello everyone, Gifted Soul here back for another pickle card reading, and this pickle card reading is regarding your finances. So there will be insight regarding advice on how to improve your finances, and possible predictions is what we're going to be looking at. This could be timeless, I'm going to say. Yeah, so this is what you guys voted for. I did another poll, and the majority of you chose finances. So I will be doing polls more often, and what I will do after the polls is that once the polls are 24 hours old, that is when I go back and check the voting to see what subject won. That is how I pick. So once the voting poll is a day old, that is when I go back, check it, and then put it on my list to do for you guys. I will also be still doing what I want to do on the channel as well, but I am going to give you guys some say so on what you would like to see by putting those polls out there, and every so often mix in what I want to do, and then your suggestions as well. And you can always feel free to add a suggestion in the comment section of those voting polls in the community tab if you don't see your particular suggestion on the voting poll. But anyway, so I have 3 piles. I try my best to get these to look good for you guys, but sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So please bear with me before we get started on choosing your piles. If you'd like a personalized reading with me, I do have readings available on my Etsy shop and on my website if you are interested. You can also follow me on Instagram, where sometimes I will offer special offers, special prices, limited time type of things. And yeah. But anyway, there's 1, 2, and 3 here. If you have not had enough time to pick before I start, simply pause the video and return to your selected timestamp, which will be in a pinned comment in the comment section as well as in the description box below. Let's go ahead and get started with pile number 1. Welcome to those of you who picked pile number 1. Again, this is a reading regarding your finances, where we will be looking into possible predictions, just general insight and advice regarding your finances. I am going to put this as timeless, so regardless of what day, what year, what month you are seeing this, this insight can be taken into consideration. I keep forgetting to do my disclaimer at the beginning, so it is for entertainment purposes only, and it's not to substitute for financial, legal, medical, or any other type of advice given to you by a qualified professional. Free will is a way of life, and we're all in control of our own destinies in the end. So let's go ahead and get started. I do not know why I keep forgetting to say this stuff in the beginning, but so we have the Numinious mystery card, and the keywords on it are the unknown, the unknowable, ESP, psychic abilities, the cosmos, universal truth, oneness, source, the unnameable, shadow work, inner knowing, tingling, ghosts, other worlds, space, enigmas, the occult, and intuition. So I'm going to say that I feel like some of you have been having your I don't know if anybody else knows about this superstition as far as my family goes, but anytime that anybody is about to come into some money, whether small or big, usually maybe a little bit big, what happens is people will start to feel their hands and stuff itching. I don't know if that's a worldwide thing or a superstition amongst many other families, but it is definitely a big one in mine. And so I kind of feel like you have already gotten this feeling, or you will get a feeling that there's some money coming, and I do feel like you should follow that feeling. And I do feel that there's going to be a lot that you don't know throughout this journey regarding your finances. I do feel like you're going to be kind of lost and a little stuck in the dark. However, your intuition is here to guide you through it, whether you have your tarot, your oracle, or just generally your psychic abilities. I do feel like you are needing to tap into those more, and that's going to help you with manifesting money, as well as just helping you to know when money is nearby and how to get it. And for some of you, I feel like you make a lot of intuitive purchases. And if you don't, this is just Spirit's way of saying that you need to start doing that. That's going to help you save money and attract more money. So we have this card here. It is Animal Bond, stand up for all animals. So I don't know if you have a pet that you're taking care of. That a pet is generally money in itself. It takes, just like to take care of yourself, it takes money to take care of a pet as well, if you're doing it properly. I don't know if you have a love for animals. I feel a spiritual connection with animals, and somehow this is going to relate to your finances. And I do see the blue color here talking about the way you communicate. I do feel that you need to communicate with your intuition, and animals are going to help you do that. Even if you're not an animal person, this is Spirit's way of saying that you need to get into communicating with animals so that you can hear what they have to say. I know right away you may not know what they may be saying to you, but they are sending you messages regarding your finances. And I do feel like there is a need. I feel like you may even kind of, some of you may have a pet that you're starting to find that you may not be able to take care of anymore. But I feel like Spirit says that you can find them a good home if that's the case. I'm not saying to leave them out on the street or leave them astray or anything, but for sure, either you have love for animals or you are wanting to kind of become that animal person. But financially, I'm hearing some of you are finding it hard to take care of a specific pet. And this may not be for you, so keep that in mind. But you have to do the work. So in order to see results, you do have to put in work. It doesn't mean constant work or just constantly not getting any rest because you're overworking yourself, but it just simply means not only to visualize but to act accordingly. You have to do the work. And this is not saying that you're not doing the work. For some of you, this is validation that you need to keep working, keep moving ahead, keep pushing and not giving up, because you are very close to getting a reward from this. You're very close to getting that money. So it says it's not enough to dream or pray. You've also got to take the positive action steps as you are being divinely guided to take. Consistently working on your priorities will make them flourish like a lush flower garden. So a lot of you are needing to prioritize. There's something that you are putting above yourself and your financial needs. It could even be an animal, a dog or cat or a house pet that you may have. And yes, animals do deserve proper treatment, but sometimes there comes a point in time where you're not able to take care of them. So Spirit says to find them a good home to go to. For those of you that are in that aspect. Now again, this is not for everybody, but that's just a message there. So we have flowers. You're meant to do a lot of nature work. Maybe even start up a flower shop or just do some type of flower therapy to kind of help you with money as well. I see you needing to work with the color lavender as well, and that's not even because of this card here, this lavender looking card, but I'm looking into these purple flowers here. For whatever reason, Spirit is pointing those out to me. So working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessings to others through your life purpose. Yeah, you're meant to do a lot of nature work, some gardening. I feel like for some of you, start planting flowers and just different plants and maybe make a business out of selling homegrown flowers, or start a flower shop, or I don't know. I feel like for some of you, there's a blessing waiting in a flower shop. That's interesting. So we have ask for guidance. The divine will meet your every need. So guidance. Yeah. The guidance that you provide to other people, as well as the guidance you gain from others, is going to help you with your money as well. I feel like you're needing to do a lot more research when it comes to gaining money. Your current way is okay, but the reason why things are not working out or not multiplying is because you are not following your own inner guidance. The guidance that you are giving yourself, you are excluding yourself out of it. But this owl here is all about wisdom. This person has wisdom. You have wisdom. And I feel like the wisdom combined with the wisdom you've gotten from somebody else is actually going to be what's going to help you. So do some research on your own. Again, follow your intuition and your psychic abilities and insights. But also there's information that could be gained from those around you as well. And I'm hearing something about a study buddy. So there's somebody that is willing to help you do research as well. So we have new beginnings. I feel like new beginnings will start when it comes to your finances. Once again, once you follow your intuition and also let go of something you no longer need, as far as like the animal thing keeps coming up, but it could also be something that is like an animal or a person where they, I'm trying to figure out how to say this, but they they're giving you guidance, and it may be that you're not, you know, listening to it heavily or paying attention, or you're kind of you know, pushing it to the side. But you're allowing some type of responsibility also that isn't yours to affect your finances and maybe even your career. And I do feel like once you take some type of authority there, and I feel like once you start saying the word no, new beginnings are going to come. And I feel like the guidance that you have researched and you have followed with your intuition is going to make for a lot of abundance coming up. And we have blue. Communication, inner truth. So what did I say? That is your throat chakra there, talking about, like it says, inner truth, speaking your truth, learning how to communicate well with others and with animals in general. For a lot of you, this is about communicating with animals and people. But the animal thing is also, again, finding an animal or something, a new home, more so an animal in this case, since that card came up. It's just something that you can't handle anymore or protect anymore, and you need to let it, you know, be with somebody that can. So, yeah. I just feel like you need to work on communicating with your guides. And also some of you may need to work on communicating with your father energies, like your uncles or grandfathers or your father. I do see some communication there getting better, and because of that you will have better luck with your finances as well. This person, I feel like, maybe tried to control you in the past or make you understand something their way, and that's why maybe you have a weird relationship with them now. For some of you, a lot of you, this isn't for you, so keep that in mind. But if it is, you know, just take it as it resonates. But I do feel like some type of relationship strengthening with a father figure energy. Does not have to be your biological father or somebody that birthed you. It could literally be an uncle, a grandfather, or just an older male figure that has been by your side helped raise you type of energy, or has always wanted what's best for you. I feel like there's a new beginning coming up with them. And like I said, through that new communication and bonding, you're going to um, get even more guidance about your finances and even your career that's going to help boost you in those areas. So we have the Lovers. Yeah, so some type of commitment being reevaluated, a choice made in a certain particular connection. I feel like I said, that this is a more of a situation, like a father figure type of thing, or somebody that's just really authoritative in your life, or has been. I see a connection being mended. Something may not have even fell apart, but it may feel like it has slowed down for whatever reason. And somehow this has, you know, allowed for your finances not to be as strong, or for your, or, you know, whatever the case is. So true love that is long lasting, choices made from the heart, a return to good health. So like I said, a new old connection is going to be repaired, more so a father figure type of energy. There's going to be some father healing there, and for some reason this is going to allow for more finances. And you need to work on the way you communicate with people that can help you with your finances, like the bank, or just people over the phone. Say what you need to say. Be assertive. Don't be afraid to say it. Don't even be afraid to say no as well. I think I said that earlier. But so we have a journey. So it is gonna, you know, take some time to repair things. As you can see, this female energy here on this card has, it looks like she has a few bags packed, and she's ready to go. She's not looking back. And yeah, but I finally feel like she's gonna get to that road of stability when it comes to finances. But it has taken you a while to get there, but you are almost at the finish line. You just have to keep going. And I do feel like you need to do some networking and advertising, and maybe even self-employment for some of you as well. And I do feel like your finances will start to see, you know, more success and more positive changes. And so speaking of changes, we have change is inevitable, which means change is necessary. Change is a part of life. It's going to happen whether you like it or not. I do see a shift that may possibly scare you. It's a positive shift coming up in your finances, but it's going to possibly scare you to the point where you may be going to start sitting on it and just not wanting to do anything with it because you're afraid of losing it. Spirit says to welcome in that change. And I feel like, you know, you can only go up from here type of energy. But and for some of you, in 2 weeks to 2 months, that change is coming. That's what I'm feeling. This is a mass collective reading. So do be, you know, realistic that that time frame is not for everyone. It could also be that your birthday is on the second day of a month, or it could even be in February. Or maybe this energy regarding the father healing, or whatever the case is, that could be their birthday or something like that. And it could also be a life path number, or simply just a number that is significant to you in one way or another. But yes, I do see some good things coming for your finances, but you have to allow for people to help you. And there's one particular relationship that needs to be mended before you can do that. And again, I feel like it's a male energy that you need to repair. More so father figure type of energy, or somebody that thinks they're the boss of you rather. But yeah, I wish you guys love and light. I hope that this resonates, made sense, and I hope that you learned something. Please let me know if you did learn something, what stuck out to you the most. And yeah, if you would like a personalized reading, I do offer a Finances and Career Angels of Abundance Oracle reading on my Etsy shop for $24.50 if you are interested. Eventually, I will be taking some of my services off because it's beginning to be a little too much to handle. So I don't know how long I'm going to keep that, or if I'm even going to keep it. For now, it's going to be there. In January, though, Lord's will, I will be making more changes and taking some things off or changing up my services a little bit. But anyway, I wish you guys love and light. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what else you would like to see on my channel. And keep a lookout for the polls. That way you can vote on certain topics. The majority wins after 24 hours of each poll. It just gives you time to vote. If you don't, you may not see the community tab post if you do not follow me regularly. You probably will have to go directly to my channel and click the community tab section, and then there's where you will find my post. So mostly I will just be posting recent videos, current videos that I'm doing, and again, allowing you guys to vote on what you would like to see. Yeah, so again, I wish you guys love and light, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Hello, welcome to those of you who have picked pile number 2. This is regarding your finances, so possible predictions, advice, and just general insight on what's to come up regarding money. So let's see, pile number 2. Keep in mind that this is not supposed to resonate with everyone, nor is it going to. Take what resonates, leave the rest behind. It's not at all a substitute for legal, medical, or financial advice. However, I will try to help give you some clarity regarding that aspect of your life. However, the action steps are completely up to you. If you like personalized readings, the links are in the description box below, as well as on my channel banner. So let's get started. We have the 4th house, roots. So we have family, home, background, comfort, cooking, inner world, real estate, shelter, self-care, rejuvenation, habits, and shell. Okay. I feel like more needs to change around your home front when it comes to finances, because the only thing that I'm seeing right now, yes, there looks like a locket on the card, but what I'm seeing is literally a key rather than a locket. I feel like this is a home environment. I feel like almost like something being passed down to you, or already has been passed down to you, and you're not doing nothing with it. That can help you gain some more financial leeway as well. And maybe even a family business. I feel like you could either turn this house into a family business, or there is a family business that maybe you're not involved with 100%, that if you get on board with, I feel like will help you very generously if you were to get involved. Okay, so we have Dragonfly, live life to the fullest. Okay, so I feel like you will finally be able to take certain vacations that you wanted to take. Of course, when all this social distancing stuff dies down. But it also feels some medical bills kind of piling up for you guys as well, for whatever reason. But with this green card here, it gives me heart chakra vibes, as well as green is money vibes. So you most definitely will start seeing a positive change in your finances. But I feel like you need to change your mindset. And I also feel that you need to stop worrying about things that you cannot control. Just live in the moment. Allow things to happen as they're happening, and eventually things will get better. But right now, just live. Right now, I don't feel like there is anything to worry about. Yes, I do see medical bills and stuff piling up. But as far as like, and this could be why you're in debt, if you're in debt due to medical bills. But I feel karmic debt paying off as well. Not just financially. But take a break from worrying, because it's not changing the situation. I feel like, honestly, you're worrying about something that is very, you're stressing yourself out over something very small, I do feel, when it comes to finances. So we have declutter. You'll feel better and more focused if you'll take the time to clear away clutter from your living and workspace. Donate what you can to help others who may need your items. Be sure to keep your schedule uncluttered as well. So there's a need to kind of do one thing at a time. And also, like I've said in previous pick a card readings, don't be afraid. Like, you may be holding on to certain things out of guilt, certain items and memorabilia out of guilt, and afraid of hurting someone else's feelings. And I just feel like Spirit says there is nothing to be guilty about. You are not using these things, so pass them down to somebody that will. And I see a moving situation, and maybe this is what's kind of put you back a little in your finances, because I keep seeing, I keep seeing and hearing about this house. Spirit is giving me that energy. So I don't know. I like see moving boxes and stuff like that. So I don't know if you're still in the process of unpacking or whatever the case is, but there is a lot of things that maybe you left behind or needed to have left behind, because I don't feel like you're getting a lot of use out of it. And it's possible that maybe you are needing to have some type of sale to get rid of some things, or, you know, do some donating. But let's see. So we have body work. Okay, like I said, I did feel medical bills, so I feel like that's what that's about. Your life purpose involves body work such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, or exercise training. So again, the medical bills, but also that you are needing to work on energy healing for yourself. And I'm even feeling like you may need to go through an financial training course. Before I took up my college courses, I did have to take a test about financial. It was a financial aid test just to see where your head was at in regards to borrowing the money. I think if you did not pass it, they would not loan you any student loans. For some reason, Spirit is bringing that up for me. Maybe you also have student loans as well, either student loans and or medical bills. And right now, I feel like those are things that honestly I don't feel that are big stresses or need to be big stresses right now, because I feel like eventually you will be able to pay something on that. But yeah. So you maybe needing to take some type of course, and yeah. So we have a reconsider a commitment. You have the right to change your mind. And on the back here is choice. So we're talking about free will here. You always have a free will choice to stick around or get out of a certain situation. A lot of the times when you feel like you're stuck, it is because you're not necessarily stuck. It's an illusion that you're trapped, but you stay stuck because maybe you're kind of comfortable in your current situation. Some people are comfortable being in rough situations, and when I say comfortable, I mean they're maybe in a way afraid of change, so they just rather stay in their current situation rather than moving forward. But for the most part, it says to reconsider on the back of the card. So I'm going to say that there's a need to reconsider the way that you see money, and I also feel that there's a need for you to reconsider what you see as a top priority. Because what is like I said, the bills that you are worried about right now is not something that is necessarily affecting your finances right now, because I feel like a lot of the times medical bills, even if they may call you, like bill collection stuff, even if they may call you, it's kind of a every once in a while phone call where they will call you and be like, hey, what can you do? And they can't force you to pay anything that you don't have. But yes, you can still try to get the money. But anytime that I've had people call me for medical bills, and trust me, I got some piled up too from years ago, and I'm working on it. But anytime that happens, they literally just say, hey, when do you think you'll be able to pay, or whatever the case is. So it's like they're going to give you an option. So Spirit says that right now, yes, your medical needs are, important, of course, and you want to pay those bills. But I do feel like if there's nothing you can do, there's nothing you can do. So reconsider your top priorities. Yes, that is a priority. But right now, it's at the very top of your list when something else belongs at the top, if you get what I'm saying. This is going to be a middle type of thing. So reorganize. Self-control. The higher self wants you to gain control. Some self-control over your finances. And that's about you having a choice. Literally, back to back, you having a choice on what you do when it comes to your money. And the card is even green as well. So I just feel like, and by the way, if it's, before I get into this self-control message, if it's not medical bills, it could be something else. Medical bills could possibly just be an example, but for some of you it is that particular thing, so keep that in mind. But yeah, you have a choice as to what you do with your money. And like I said, refocusing your priorities is your main problem when it comes to your finances. We have mirror. Truth revealed. So with mirror, I'm getting a sense that you've been through this in your past life. So that is more so, it's more so a lesson in this for you when it comes to whatever position you are in your finances, whether you are stable or not. For some of you, I feel like you have enough to do what you need to do for the most part. But I do feel like I'm going back to this house. Whatever energy this is, something being passed down to you. It could be a passed on relative, or just in general somebody giving you something. The house that I grew up in as a kid, my mother passed it down to me and my sisters. She got old enough. It was my first home living by myself with my partner once I got old enough. And the only person that hasn't had it yet is my sister, my younger sister. She is an adult, however, she just never got around to being there. So, but yeah, I'm being pulled back to this house for some of you. There's some type of hand-me-down, whether it's a house or something, that you can get some type of financial stability from, whether you're moving into it, moving out of it, or selling something in it or around it, or even the house or whatever it is in general that is going to help you with some money. But there's something about this thing that is being kept from you, and eventually some truth is going to come out about it. We have Eight of Spring, which is Eight of Wands in traditional tarot, and that is talking about something moving at a fast pace. I do feel some out of the blue type of confession when it comes to this situation. It says stress that comes from having many things happening at once, successful multitasking, sudden events or changes. So like I said in Pile 1, a lot of social networking may be happening or needs to be done. I don't know why, but I keep going back to this house. If this is not a house passed down to you, I feel like there's going to be one, or possibly you could be searching for a new house right now or somewhere else to live, and within good reason. It looks to be a top priority for you guys. Or even just location wise. And Eight of Spring is traveling, so somebody watching this is going to be moving, or you're in the process, or you've already moved and you're still unpacking, or whatever the case is. But you are arriving at a new destination, and that is the biggest change that's going to help you with your finances. You've made that biggest step already for some of you. And we have Woman Holding a Heart, card number 4. Now, before I get into this, I want to go back to the 4 that were shown in this card, because I was going to say, now 4 is about stability. It is, to me, a number of protection. Especially 444. So we have 4, 4, and 4, and 4 here. You could be even seeing this number or not. Could be life path, or it could be, like I said, in pile number 2. It could be a number where, if it's not a number you're seeing a lot, it could be a birthday, or just a number that is significant to you in one way or the other, and could even be coming up. But Woman Holding a Heart is about a woman that is holding on to her emotions. I feel like you're kind of suffering in silence when it comes to your finances. You're just like, I'm not letting anybody know I'm in this situation. I'm going to figure it out on my own. But I do feel like you do need to allow for yourself to receive some help. I mean, you can't lose anything just simply by wanting or asking for help. If somebody says no, they just do. You'll find somebody else or another way to work around it, but at least try. And this could also be about you helping a female energy with their finances. That could be why your finances are lacking, if that's why you're watching this. You're not taking care of yourself fully because you're taking care of this person, which is more so a woman for some of you, for whatever reason. Or this could be even a woman needing your financial support. But I do feel like you are needing to take it easy, take it slow, and don't be afraid to use no as a complete sentence, because of the simple fact that helping somebody once or twice could easily turn into a big habit, where this person will be asking for something all of the time. So don't be afraid to either tell them no or tell them you can't do it right now because you have things that you have to take care of first. Yeah. And some of you, whenever I see the Woman Holding a Heart card, I always get empathic energy. So either you're an empath or somebody around you. Be careful with that as well. So remember the forgotten. And the vibe that this gives me is, I keep going back to this house energy. I can't help it. I don't know why. So whatever place you came from, if you are moving or if you did, Spirit says is to remember that place because it's where you got your start. And also, I don't necessarily feel like you'll be coming into a lot of money, but I do feel like there are some people that expect you to help them if you were able to ever make it big financially. And I do feel like you already do remember the forgotten, and that could be this woman we're talking about. But just remember, you have to take care of yourself before you take care of anybody else for the most part. It's okay to, I mean, at least as long as you're not rude about it, it's not bad to say, hey, I cannot help you right now. Sometimes you can't. And if you can, you can. But don't say you can when you can't. And you're sitting on your last dime. You cannot always give your last dime to somebody. So I feel like you've done that enough. So, but for the most part, yeah, I feel like your finances revolve around you getting your priorities in check, as well as getting rid of some things that you don't need, and that house energy that kept coming up as well. So that is all I have for pile number 2 regarding your finances. I hope this resonates, made some sense. And I hope that you learned something from it. Please let me know if you did and what it was, if this was accurate, or if it's something you need to wait to pan out possibly. If you like personalized reading, please visit my website or Etsy shop. I will link it in the pinned comment section along with the timestamps, and it will be in the description box below. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Keep a lookout for future polls where you can vote on what topics you would like to see me cover with pick a card readings next. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Love and light. Hello, welcome to those of you who have picked pile number 3. This is a reading regarding your finances, which will be either advice and or predictions and just general insight on what spirit wants to bring up regarding this particular subject. Let's go ahead and get started. You guys have a Libra, the idealist. So you can either be a Libra, somebody around you is a Libra. This could be in other areas of your chart if not your primary sign, or possibly just the energy that you are taking on at this time. So keep that in mind as well. The words are harmonious, cooperative, balanced, socially aware, artistic, people-pleasing, fair, idealistic, aesthetic, choosy, aspirational, geometric, graceful, considerate, obliging, indecisive, judgmental, and flattering. The first thing I get with this is being flexible. Being flexible when it comes to your finances. I feel like maybe you kind of spend money on the same things all the time. Or you feel like you're obligated to do that. I also see some of you being very into fashion as well, for whatever reason that wants to come up. Maybe that's what you spend money on a lot or more than anything for some of you. I feel like for some of you, your money is spent socially more than anything else. And when I say that, I feel like you only spend money when you're going out, or yes, you pay bills and things like that, but I feel like you have this balance of work and play. Like, I feel like you do make sure that you buy things you want as well, and that's good. Some of you may not, but most of you, the energy I'm getting is that is what you guys do. Yeah. Let's see. So we have Dove, take a leap of faith. A lot of purple energy. So intuition, maybe psychic development, just your third eye chakra as well. I had a lot of different chakras on my mind at the moment, so that's why it took me a second to say that. But it looks like all piles had something to do with the color purple, so I'm assuming that is going to be a collective message for you regardless of what pile you picked. I feel like you have money connections. If you don't know, you will soon realize that you do. There's a need to take a risk when it comes to your money, and the reason why I say that, and when I say risk, I don't mean to go out gambling or to anything ridiculous like that. I'm simply saying, it says take a leap of faith, and anytime I see that, regardless of what deck I am using, I always do kind of go to the thought of the Fool card in traditional tarot. I feel like you're the type of person that lets people borrow money as well. And that could be the risk you're already taking. Spirit is wanting you to slow down on that. Because a lot of the times you're allowing somebody I feel like could be even lying to you about why they need money. So just be careful and mindful of who you decide to share your financial bliss and blessings with. Um, you have conscious consumer. Like I said, you are very balanced when it comes to spending your money. I do feel like you're not necessarily rich, but for the most part, I do feel like you are, you have enough. So you have the power to heal and help the world with your decision to buy only products and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. As a conscious consumer, you choose to invest in fair trade and organic goods. You live simply and you purchase only that which you need. Some of you are already doing this, and for others of you, you may need to get into uh, purchasing more conscious and environmentally free or environmentally friendly products. Now, a lot of people will tell you that those type of products, organic stuff, is not cheap, but it actually can be depending on where you get it from. Cheaper doesn't always mean low quality. There is good things out there, or there are good things out there that are cheap. I feel like for some of you already do this, and for others of you, you are needing to do this so that you can start seeing a difference with your finances and your luck changing regarding this, because you are trying to make a decision for not only yourself but others around you by changing what you buy, as far as like when it comes to certain foods and when it comes to certain products like makeup and stuff like that. Yeah, and I feel like this is about you making things at home with what you already have as well, instead of always buying new things. There is a lot that you can do with what you already have. So we have leadership. So I hope you guys are able to see this. This says take charge of the situation. And what I see in regards to this is just a need for you to take authority and step into your power when it comes to your finances. It's possible that you're letting somebody else control your finances, or letting somebody else write down things for you, and maybe you're listening to them, whatever the case is. This is your situation to handle right now. I feel like you'll be better off dealing with this by yourself rather than allowing somebody else to take control of your checkbook or whatever the case may be. So yeah, it's just time for you to take over. So we have decide for yourself, exercise your right to choose. And on the back it says independence. Yeah, same thing, taking charge of the situation, doing it alone. I feel like coming up for your finances, you will be more financially independent if you are not already. But you have to want it, and it starts with you taking that first step and saying, I'm going to do this from now on. So whoever it is, I feel like right now you are not to trust anybody else with your money. And again, like I said earlier, be careful with who you share your financial blessings with. Okay. Partnerships in love, nature spirits. Okay. So when it comes to your finances here, I don't know if you guys are married or engaged to someone, or maybe even if you're not married, engaged, you are with someone, maybe even a friend, a roommate, or again, just a boyfriend or girlfriend, whoever it is that you're thinking of when you're listening to this, or watching this reading rather. I feel that They are a crucial part of your financial independence. This could be the person that I was talking about that you are needing to be careful with when it comes to sharing your money, because I feel like they either don't know what they're doing or they're not being completely honest about why they need the money. If not your partner, this could even be like your friends or whoever you often let borrow money. And if you don't let anybody borrow anything, this is just validation for you to continue not doing it. but but yeah, I feel like somebody depends on somebody a little too much for financial necessities, and it's not bad to take care of one another, but at some point you do have to say no, and put your hand back in your pocket, kind of like I said in pile number 2. um, and also, for some of you, this partnerships and love can be that you will gain more financial success through that person and not without them. But for a lot of you, this is about needing to kind of help this person become financially independent so that you'll be able to save up more. So we have dress rehearsal, alternative course and choices. So back to, I wanted to say back to choices, but that was pile number 2 that had that particular card in it. But it looks like this pile is talking about choices as well. I just feel like Spirit says to lessen your obligations, and that I feel like you're getting prepared for something bigger and better than you could have ever imagined when it comes to your finances. And that there's a need for you to take a new direction when it comes to your money as well. What you've been doing may no longer be working, so it's time to kind of switch it around because the old way is just not cutting it anymore. We have 3 of Spring, which is 3 of Wands. And to me, 3 of Wands is about preparation. It says, plans your next steps with an eye to the long term. Have patience. There are more good things to come. Satisfaction from a job well done. So yeah, I feel like you'll be accepting an award or collecting something that is rightfully yours. Some of you could even be on disability or unemployment or some type of, you may not be on it, you may be applying for it. And for a lot of you, I do feel that you will be approved, but it may not be anytime soon. And it kind of depends on how fast you act. For some of you, you do need to go ahead and get started. And for others of you, if you're already in the process of waiting to hear back whether you've been approved or denied, just be patient. It's going to come. And for some of you, I do feel 2 to 3 months you will hear something back. And for a lot of you, I do see you being approved. It could even be a loan or anything like that if you are not waiting for those type of benefits that I've already mentioned. But this is only because you did it differently than what you normally do it, than the way you normally do it. So we have 37, which is 3rd chakra, Archangel Chamuel. I say Chamuel. There's sometimes Chamuel, but most will say Chamuel. But say it how you want to say it. Potato, potato. So Archangel Chamuel is pretty much about life force energy. And it pretty much says it is now a good time to kind of move toward the completion of something that you have been waiting for. So if you're in the final stages of kind of applying for something regarding financial abilities, regarding financial applications or whatever the case may be, loans, disability, Social Security, unemployment, things like that. now is the time to go forward. Go for it. And if you're already in the process, it's time for you to complete it. I do feel like a lot of you are going to get good news in regards to that. And that, yeah, I just feel good news coming for your finances once you kind of sort out, through everything I've already talked about here. We have quench your thirst. And to me, when it comes to your finances in this particular reading, I'm going to say that the energy is showing me that something that you have been really aching for when it comes to money, it's coming. Some of you faster than others. You're doing it all at your own pace, so don't feel like it has to be rushed. You have been preparing for it for a long time. You maybe even applied 1,000,000 times. But finally you've done it in a different way, and that different way is going to allow for you to kind of see more positive results and more answers that can help you move forward if you end up not getting what you want. But you're going to have more information to still, hey, do it better next time type of energy. But I do feel for most of you it is good news, and that you will, for some of you, 2 to 3 months is when you will hear back from whatever it is that you've applied for. And even a job as well. And like I said in a previous pick a card reading, it wasn't about finances, but it was, this card came up and it is preparing you for the real thing. And also this could be about job interviews. So if you've applied for a job, obviously getting that job is going to help you gain more money and more qualifications. But I feel like with this, yeah, I see good news. Could be a job interview, or a job interview that you ace and they're wanting to give you a position. Or for some of you, it could even be something you're not used to, but they're going to kind of test you a little bit. I do feel for some of you. I just feel good news. Whatever it is, you've applied for something, whatever, I feel good news around it to some extent. And you're going to be excited. So I wish you guys love and light. I hope that this made sense and resonated. Please feel free to reach out to me via my website, my Etsy shop, or even in the comments. If you'd like to book a reading, I will link all of that in the description box below, as well as in the pinned comment, along with the timestamps. My waiting time is kind of getting dragged down a little because I am starting to get a lot more traffic, so I'm having to pace myself even more. I do respond to order inquiries as soon as I see the orders. I'm not always in front of my laptop right away or all day. So but eventually, once I do see it, I do contact you and let you know that I see a payment, I see what you've ordered, and then I try to give you an approximate waiting time. However, my waiting time, like I said, it's just right now I'm trying to get caught up because of the back injury that I had, and I'm still having problems with it. And then on top of that, as soon as I complete one order, more are steadily coming in, and it's only so much your girl can do. So bear with me. I am taking orders. Just keep in mind that there may be a bit of a wait. So anyway, I wish you guys love and light. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought and what else you would like to see on my channel. Keep a lookout for future polls where you'll be able to vote for certain topics for me to touch bases on my channel with the pick a card readings. Again, like I mentioned in my previous pick a card reading, if you want to send me a donation or anything, the link is in the description box below. And also, if you would like to send the deck or anything, or anything for me to promote that you would like for me to put on my channel, let me know either via Instagram or at GiftedSoul777@gmail.com. And I will provide you with the address and stuff like that. I don't have it posted publicly because people, it's just not, it's not smart. So individually I feel safer giving it to people, but yeah, in like if you want to send a deck, or if you want to send me the donation to purchase a particular deck you want to see me use on the channel, my PayPal link is in the description box below. And again, if you want to send an item, just message me on Instagram or my contact form on the website, Etsy, GiftedSoul77@gmail.com, and I will reply back. I do check all of those. Instagram, I don't check daily, but I check every other thing daily. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, and you're not at all obligated to do any of this. So I keep saying keep that in mind. I'm kind of getting annoyed with me saying that, but it is what it is. But you're not obligated to do any of that. I mean, but I do very much appreciate it if you decide to. And for donations of any amount, I do send you a oracle card message, just something to focus on from spirit in the universe per donation, and you will be getting that via email if you do decide to do that. And make sure your email address is valid. Like the one that's on your PayPal account is the email address that I do send your message to. Anyway, I'm talking too much. I wish you guys love and light. I hope you enjoyed this reading or found something interesting and knowledgeable about it. Wish you guys love and light, and I hope to see you in the next one.